Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 56 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's go now. 70 range.
Here's Williams. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Evades him at the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll change things up. To the air, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. At the 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And now they'll audible to something else. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Robinson with another carry. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's still on his feet.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 21-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua from 21 yards away. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Rams 7, Panthers 3. Joshua Purdy to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
19 Lions.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On play action, here's Williams. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Here's 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Dragon 60. Rig alert, rig alert. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 21. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man, that's Ligon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Shut up. 18, Pioneer.
The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Williams. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Buffalo 18. Here we go.
Back to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown, Panthers. Amon-Ra St. Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Rams first down.
Ready?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And offensively they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
That's at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Working out of the gun, Williams. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Slot man moves right. Here's a 2nd and 7. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
18 Cardinal, 18. Let's go now.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Go.
Again, it's Robinson. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 28. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go. 79 Broncos.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
In motion comes the tight end left. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter time. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field, inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 3rd down and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Powers through. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Handoff now to Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. Nifty move. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dodges him at the 50, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.